Oh, it's time to do some shading. All right. Let's get started. I like to start with just some simple parallel lines, all going in one direction. I try to stretch them up towards the light source, but not all the way up there until I'm completely warmed up. One of the next things I like to do is start adding in that midtone. The way you add in a midtone is you take those parallel lines about half to 3/4 of the way up. Now you can always add in little line segments later to fill in spaces to get those darker tones. Remember, as you're shading, take your time when you first start off, and as you add more and you warm up, then you can speed it up. At this point, we are officially cross-hatching. To cross-hatch, you are going to be running perpendicular lines going across in the other direction. Okay, again, space them out periodically. Leave a little bit of space so you can add those little half tones and midtones into your drawing. And this applies for any drawing, not just spheres. I think actually the next drawing I do is going to be a drawing that incorporates hatching, cross-hatching, stippling, and value shading. But it'll be more of a real-world drawing because we don't really draw spheres all the time. That's not that exciting unless maybe you're like going home and you like really like drawing basketballs or I don't know, pokeballs? Is that what those are called? That sounds like a fish or something though. Anyways, getting distracted. So continue to fill in those spaces. I can see here that the camera got a little shaky. I was probably getting a little too excited here with my shading and shaking the table. Anyways, right now at this point, I am filling in kind of that dark crescent shape. So really, shadows on circular objects are going to be in more of a crescent type shape as they curve around the object. And you're trying to get that crescent shape in your drawing. Obviously, this is sped up here at about 4 times normal speed. It would be pretty impressive though if I could actually draw that fast. I would probably actually maybe finish a drawing at some point. This is a Micron pen, and I've mentioned these before in other videos. The Micron pens have a little bit of a finer line, and they're great for getting in between those spaces. Also, the felt tip is a little softer, and you might prefer using that. So continue to shade in areas, to fill in, to make it darker. Again, one of the things I like to say, or I like to mention when shading, is to find a good song to listen to, or just find something to think about. I a lot of times will just think about my day and almost have kind of a conversation in my head while I draw. It's a good way to actually kind of collect your thoughts. But at this point, I've finished the drawing. It looks something like a sphere, right? Anyways, continue to draw. Continue to doodle. It was